Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. So, look at this. All of a sudden I'm playing as a mage, not a mage, as a paladin, and I'm 2 and 2. What happened? Well, I played the mage and lost a bunch. It was a bad deck. And this deck's not that great either, but I'm going to keep on playing. I've retitled this whole thing. This is, from now on, I'm just going to call, anytime I play Arena, this is the Pursuit of the 9 Victory Arena Run. And we'll just kind of record it as it goes. So I ended up with, this is the deck, just to show you, since you haven't seen any of these games yet. I was playing this in my spare time, surprisingly, I know. So I have a Blessing of Might, 3 Blessing of Wisdoms, lots of card draw, 1 Swamp Ooze, 1 Master Swordsmith, 2 Acolytes of Pain, an Imp Master, 2 Shattered Sun Clerics, 1 Tauren Warrior, 1 True Silver Champion, 3 Blessing of Kings, 3 Hammer of Wraths, 1 Senjin Shield Master, 1 Spellbreaker, 1 Abomination, 1 Gurubashi Berserker, an Argent Commander, a Windfury Harpy, a Guardian of Kings, 2 Stormwind Champions, 1 Lay on Hands, and a Sea Giant. And the overall flow, what I was trying to do was I got, a lot of Blessing of Kings, so I figured, okay, well, I can buff up just about anything in that case. And I went for lots of board clear and card draw. So that's why we have all of the Hammer of Wraths, or whatever it's called. And I don't know, it's worked out okay, sort of, kind of. It could be better. I found it interesting to actually play Blessing of Wisdom on someone else's opponent, like your enemy's units. That actually works pretty well. And it's surprising how often they thank you when you cast Blessing of Wisdom on their unit. I just think the general consensus is that people don't understand how the heck that spell works, because you cast it on their unit and they're like, "Oh, haha, what a dummy, thank you." And then they attack with it and they're like, "Oh, it gave him a card. I don't understand." I guess if you just read the spell text, it makes sense. But like, here, watch. I'll do it on this guy. I'm going to do it on this guy, and he's going to be all surprised. Watch. Watch. Here it is. Watch. I'm going to call it. Ready? Go ahead. Watch. Thank me. Go ahead. Thank me. I dare you. Okay, he didn't thank me. So at least this guy isn't like, whatever. But basically, I've made him, now he has to choose. Do I do 1 damage with this? Or do 1 damage and give him a card? Or do I just not attack with it? Thank you. And thank you. Yep. So that's okay. Now he might want to, he's probably going to ping, as everyone seems to call it, that thing. I do not have enough cards to Hammer of Wrath it, which would be very nice. Instead, we'll throw out this guy. More card draw. Again, he'll probably ping it and then hit me for 5. But I'm going to get 2 more cards. I'm going to get so many darn cards of that darn little Windfury thing. I'm going to have too many cards. But I'm probably going to want to Hammer of Wrath that guy after he pings it, because it's going to be a bit dangerous. That, or I could Shattered Sun Cleric it, Suicide the Acolyte of Pain. Oh, he's going to actually ping it off of that guy. That's fine. It's going to give me so many darn cards. It's insane. Cards? Does he realize how many cards he's giving me? He's going to give me 2 more cards. Oh my god, too many cards. I'm going to actually overdraw, I think. I've got too many. When I go on my next turn, I'm going to have too many cards. I don't think that's ever happened before. That's funny.
My hand is too full.
Oh, there goes the Shattered Sun Cleric. That'll put me over again. I'm going to spend these units. How can we get rid of 2 cards? It's so funny. Not used to this problem. Well, it's a mage, so I don't anticipate him having problems. It's probably a mirror image, mirror entity. Darn it. That is not a good unit for me to have just given him. But we'll do that too. Just trying to avoid the, overabundance of cards here. This is a surprising problem to have, and that's just with 1 Blessing of Wisdom. Jeez. A Blessing of Wisdom and a Acolyte of Pain. So yeah, having a huge card advantage is nice, because you're very likely to be able to respond appropriately. Of course, I'm down to 17. That could be a little dangerous. He's going to want to get damage in, probably. Yeah. That's going to need to be removed, I think, against a mage. So I'm thinking that we probably... I don't actually have a king's in hand, which is kind of surprising. A sea giant. Well, that's a pretty decent unit. I could trade both these to kill that, but I kind of got to get rid of both. So... we could play the Shattered Sun Cleric, get you up to 5-3. That trades well with that. But that still leaves this unit unremovable. I just know he's played that because he's got spells lined up. That's just what he's going to do. I could trade these, just suicide the ooze, and then play the Abomination, which would have taunt, which would clear the board when he attacks it. But he could polymorph it. These units will come out very weak, which would be easily killed by the Abomination. I feel like that's a decent opportunity.
I wonder.
Yep, okay, we're gonna do that. Get everything below 2. Get the Abomination out. Now, unless he silences or polymorphs it, this, I think, should do a pretty good job of clearing things out. He might even just play a bunch of cards and not actually attack it, which would be strange. But if he does that, then the Sea Giant comes out next turn. And worst case scenario, next turn I've got enough mana that I can do 2 things. I can, you know, play the True Silver Champion maybe with something else. I think our card situation is pretty well under control for the most part this game. Hey, there goes the whole board. I think he was comfortable doing that probably because of his health advantage, and being a mage, having fireballs and things, you know, he's just gonna have lots of opportunity for stuff. So, what do? I think we just go ahead and what? We want to start attacking that thing. I'm surprised I haven't drawn any of my Blessing of Kings. I still feel like I actually have too many cards. So I kind of like to play like the Imp Master with the Shattered Sun Cleric or something. Greetings.
Well met.
I think we just get out a dummy unit and play the True Silver Champion and start beating away at this Fen Creeper. I take 1 damage from doing that, which isn't a big deal. I've also got a Guardian of Kings in hand, plus I've got the Lay on Hands, so I've got a decent bit of healing. So if he gets me really low, the Guardian of Kings comes out.
Ready for this?
He'll probably attack me. Nope. It's pretty good damage for a 1 mana spell. Getting kind of low. Well, I had hoped that I could Shattered Sun Cleric up the unit to kill that next, but that's not going to happen. So instead, I think we just kill that, play the Guardian of Kings. Get that extra 6 health and a decent unit out there. Next turn I actually can do quite a bit of damage with double Hammer of Wrath. I've got two Blessing of Wisdoms in hand, not that I need them. I actually may have gone overboard on the card draw with this deck. It's possible. Look at that little graphic error. It's kind of weird.
What to do?
What to do? You have 4 cards. I have like 9. Or 8. My math is superb. Imp Master will combo pretty well with the Sea Giant if these units can survive. Not very likely against a mage, though.
What to do? What to do?
The big guns are starting to come out. A little bit of taunt action helps out with my Sea Giant. I like it. There's the kings that we needed. Alright, so do I want to Hammer of Wrath both of these just to get rid of them and then do something? Do I want to what? Kinda need a taunt at this point. So I think we Ascension Shieldmaster and Sea Giant. Still pretty low. But don't think he's going to be able to burn me down with 3 cards in hand. Unless they're like 2 fireballs and he takes down the Ascension Shieldmaster with this guy and then hits me for 4. Yeah, I should be fine this turn, I think. And this is some serious meat here. Especially when it got Blessing of Kings and 2 Hammer of Wraths to do some board removal before we start attacking with all this meat. If I Kings my taunt, he gets very big. He would turn into a 7-9, which is terrifying. Now he's going to trade it out, which means that that needs to get Hammer of Wrath. Taking the free damage while he can. No problem. I understand it. It's good. It's good.
Time runs out on me.
If I wanted to, I could just do 13 damage to him. Could really use my lay on hands at this point. I've got to remove a lot of stuff from him this turn. Alright, so how are we going to safely remove his units? I feel like I need to basically kill everything. So we're just going to do this. Hammer of Wrath on an image is kind of weird, I know. But whatever. Has to happen. And I think we're good. I'm not going to put any Blessing of Wisdoms out. I mean, if he top decks a Pyroblast or something, or 2 Fireballs, he kind of earns the win. He got me down really low. I need my lay on hands is what I really need. Alright, so Mere Entity most likely. So we'll play a weak little unit first. Something that he can't benefit from, like the Shattered Sun Cleric. He'll lose the Battle Cry. Either that, or I suppose it could be a an Ice Block or Ice Barrier. This guy's on the brink of death, so I'm kind of tempted to Blessing of Kings it. Just in case it's a Mere Entity, let's play the Sun Cleric and buff him first.
The sun well.
It's not. In that case, we'll just play the Stormwind Champion to make them all stronger and safer. Sounds good. And this might be a Vaporize then. Nope, it's not. Okay. Not really sure what it is. Could be a Spellbinder, Spellbender, whatever it's called. Spell Twist. Can't recall. Another secret. One of them's got to be an Ice Barrier. It wasn't, or not Ice Barrier, Ice Block. Gotta be. Oh, leave me alone. Don't ping me. Always want to attack with the weakest unit when you're going to do this, so. Just in case, I do think that we'll Blessing of Wisdom it. It's not a spell thing. Okay, now it is a Ice Barrier. That's the second secret that we just cast. So this one's probably an Ice Block, I bet. In which case, it'd be nice to try to get him low enough we can actually kill him. Let's do that. Yep, Ice Block. Yep, he wants 1 extra turn. That's okay, fine. In that case, we'll do this fella and another one. Just really load up on units.
Well played.
Having a 10-10 Stormwind Champion out's at least a little bit terrifying, I think. Just a little bit. Right in the center. Look at how burly he looks.
Glory to the Sindora.
That's unfortunate. This isn't a pre-GG. This is a... I don't want to do it. It just feels like a jerk move. and get 2 cards. There we go. That was totally necessary. Very, very much necessary.
Well played.
Well played. Good game. So yeah, not a bad deck. I don't think it's going to go too much further, but we shall see. All right, I'm going to take a break here though. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you again in the next video.